support families on the island with children aged up to 21 with hospital travel. We support bereaved parents, physical and mental health disabilities as well. So we provide funding for equipment and also one-to-one therapy through Horizons Independent Social Work.
And how long have you been doing this for?
Since 2012. So we started off with bereaved parents, and then we kind of moved slowly into kids who are sick and kids with mental health issues as well. So.
And I'm guessing in that time then you will have seen a lot of people.
Yes, we've met a lot of families, such diverse families as well, and so many inspirational people, which is kind of what led us into our own Heroes Award. We thought there was a gap on the island and people need to be recognised for what they do.
And what's the most common thing you sort of normally get asked to help with?
Recently, it's been the one-to-one therapy. We've funded about £3,000 worth since the end of the last lockdown for children's mental health. So we've done support groups where we do little groups of 5 kids and do little activities with them, and they can bring a box home and use those activities at home in their own time. And for those kids who need a bit more support, we've got a specialist therapist who works with them one-to-one, and we fund that through Horizons.
Fantastic stuff. And as we mentioned, you are now running your own awards ceremony to recognise some of the people in our community that you think may not have been recognised previously. So tell us a little bit about how it works.
So we are looking for people to nominate children's champions. So that can be a child or an adult. It can be a group. We've got 15 categories. So we've got Little Star, which is inspirational under 7, Gold Star and Superstar for the older kiddies. And we've got online nominations open on our website. And we also have forms which we've scattered around the island. And
were you doing that, Aileen? Was that your job?
Well, when we were at the Southern Show and the Royal Show, we were giving them out. They were getting stuck on people's cars in the car park. We've been down the Strand this morning of putting them out. I think we've had nominations for all the categories except for one, which happens to be the charity category. We have been nominated a couple of times, but we cannot be in it. So any other charities that deal with children and families and that sort of thing, some nice votes in for some of them would be great. But yeah, we have had a couple for ourselves, but we can't be in it. We're not allowed.
We've also got forms in the co-op, thanks to Andy Corrie, and he's let us put boxes and forms into. We've got Douglas and Castletown, Portsmouth and Port Erin boxes and leaflets in there if you want to pick them up. And you can return them to the co-op or to our postal address or go online on your phone.
Take your pick, either way. So
either way.
Yeah.
Nice and easy, straightforward to fill in if people thinking, oh, I'm no good with forms.
Really easy. You just kind of click, write a bit about your chosen nominee, as much detail as possible, because we've got 3 lovely judges who are going to be choosing mid-September. So nominations close the 12th of September. Mid-September, our 3 judges will be choosing those winners. We have nothing to do with it, which I'm so glad about, because we've got some lovely nominations this year, and they'd all be winners in my eyes. So please put as much detail as possible in if you are going to nominate someone.
I was going to say, I know you mentioned on your page you've had some lovely nominations. It must be so beautiful reading these and what people are sending in about each other.
Some would actually break your heart. The stuff that people have been through and what they're going through and that sort of thing. It's just sort of like, there for the grace of God go I think sometimes, you know. But then you've got great grands and granddads that have done sort of special things during lockdown for families and that sort of thing, and it's heartwarming to sort of like know how much community there is actually on the island.
It is, and I think that's the great thing about the Isle of Man, is that there are an awful lot of people out there who will go above and beyond to help others with not looking for any recompense for themselves. Yeah, which is all very satisfying. You mentioned the judges, by the way. Are they? Can you say who they are, or is that top secret?
No, we can. One is Pauline Falch. The other one is Carol Williams, who's just retired from Autism in Man. And the other one is my husband, Russell Rampton. But as I say, we go off and we do what we're doing while they're judging. We've got no influence whatsoever.
We have one award which we choose ourselves. So we choose an overall and it's going to be based on World Kindness Day, because our awards are on the 13th of November on World Kindness Day, and we have a trustees award. So last year Dylan Walton actually won that, and it varies on what they win it for, but this year it's going to be based on kindness. So yeah, that's all down to the trustees, that one.
And that fits really well. And as you said, it's on World Kindness Day, the awards ceremony itself. So that's November the 13th. And where and how will that be happening? What will be happening on that day itself?
So we have got the event at Colby Football Club, and tickets go on sale mid-October as soon as they're available to the general public. All the kind of nominees and anyone shortlisted gets first pick. And then Isle Cook are doing a nice 3-course meal. There's going to be drinks served at the table. We had entertainment from Giles the Magician last year, didn't we? So we had magic, and
Friend
we
of
had fire
the show.
eaters.
Yes, excellent,
It was
really
an
good.
amazing night. It was really amazing. And we have a competition on our Facebook page currently. And if you want to be there, you can share and like the Facebook page and like the posts, and you could win 2 tickets. And that includes a 3-course meal and drinks at the table.
And
And
it's sure to be a feel-good event.
Yeah.
Very much so.
there were a lot of tears at last year's event. It was emotional.
Marvellous. And how many years have it been running now? Is this the...
This is the second.
It's just the second
Second
one for it
year.
now, is it? Yeah.
Second
It
year.
is.
This is the second year, yeah.
Mm.
And obviously this is happening because a number of local companies have basically made this possible for you, haven't they?
We've had some amazing local companies who have sponsored us. So we have had PDMS who have sponsored our Sky's the Limit category, and our Sky's the Limit category is for inspirational young fundraiser. We've had Falcon Plumbing and Heating who have sponsored our Heart in a Million. That's our Young Carers Award. Horizons Independent Social Work Agency have sponsored our Caring Arms Award, which is an inspirational healthcare professional who has worked with children. We have the lovely Leslie from Optimal Events. She has sponsored the Legacy Left category. Her daughter won that category last year, and she was the inspiration for Wish Upon a Dream, the children's wish charity on the Isle of Man. So that's quite personal to her, and that's why she sponsored that one, and that's a lovely little category. And then we've got Waltons, who have sponsored 2 categories. So they have taken our Superstar, which is our older teens, 13 to 18-year-olds, and the Community Worker Award. So for any member in the community, whether it be local football coach or the milkman, someone who's done something for children and families. I hear a lot about posties and the smiles they put on their faces during lockdown. And last but not least, we also have Conister Bank, who have sponsored our Inspirational High School Teacher Award.
That's a good one,
So,
and that'll be loads of nominations, I'm sure, as they all will, I'm sure. And where do people go if they want to find out more about this?
So we've got our Facebook page, which is www.alittlepieceofhope.com, and just click on the Heroes of Mann link, and there's a bit about all the different categories and how to nominate, and there's a little form on below.